Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshireman66. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be, your entertainment officer. Yes, I know, this is definitely better than the BBC, definitely better than mainstream media. It's entertainment. This is what we want, really. Now, it's another exciting episode of Do You Believe in the Unbelievable? And we are looking at how I was inspired by Nate Saw. Nate Saw dropped an audio book on me, and I listened to it. It's George Orwell and things like that. So I thought I'd do this, the George Orwell basically story out, who he was, why he was, and about the book as well. You're going to get a shock about that book as well shortly. So here we go. Blair. So, George Orwell, Presidium of Eric Arthur Blair, born June 25th, 1903, Mothori, Begnal, India, died January 21st, 1950, London, England, English novelist, easiest and critic, famous for his novels Animal Farm, 1945, and 1984, 1949. So 1984, 1949. Now, people will be going, oh no, it's wrong name. No, it's not. That is the correct name for the book. 1984. Profound anti-utopian novel that examines danger. So, George Orwell biography books and things like that. We have political history and things like that. And this is what I wanted to talk about. So, I'm going to do a little bit of overview of George Orwell. Like I say, Eric Arthur Blair, 25th of June 1903, 21st of January 1950, known by his pen name George Orwell, was an English novelist, essayist, journalist. His work characterised by lucid prose, brightening social criticism, things like that. Yeah, we all know who he is. As a writer, Orwell produced literary criticism and poetry, fiction and political journalism, and is best known the allegorical novel Animal Farm, 1945, and the dystopian novel 1984. 1949 is non-fiction works including The Road to Wigan Pier in 1937, documenting his experience of working class life in the north of England, and homage to Catalonia, 1938, account of his experience soldiering for the Republican faction of the Spanish Civil War, 1936-1939, are critically respected as he says, a politicalism, literature, language, culture in 2000 times ranked George Orwell second among the 50th greatest British writers since 1945. Orwell's work remains influential in popular culture and political culture, and the adjective Orwell describing totalitarian and authoritarian social practices is part of the English language, like many of his neologisms such as Big Brother, Thought Police, and 2 Minutes, Hate Room 101, Memory Hole, Newspeak, Double Think, Paroles, Unperson, and Thought Crime. So there you go. So that's a little bit of his life and things like that. Now we get onto it. This is, what I like, and this is where, things become, because the book originally wasn't called 1984, it was called 1994. So, 1984, a novel often referred to as. So 1984, so it's 1984, Wikipedia. So we'll go into that. So 1984 novel, often referred as 1984, is dystopian social science fiction novel by the English novelist George Orwell, the pen name of Eric Arthur Blair. It was published 8th of June 1949 by Secker and Warburg as Orwell's ninth and final book completed in his lifetime. Thematically, 1984 for centuries on the consequences of totalitarianism, mass surveillance, and regimentation of persons by socialist regimes. Now that is true today. It really is. I mean, think about the surveillance, what's around us. Think about what Boris Johnson is doing with this pandemic and things like that. And think about it. It's becoming authoritarian. Yeah. Yeah, you got a dystopian social science fiction novel. Yeah. So that, an authoritarian government as well. So you got all this happening today, and this is written in a book from 1949. It does make your hairs on your back of your neck stand up, because it's mind blowing. It literally is. Did George Orwell literally know the future of this country? Yeah, it sounds like he did, but I don't know. It's meant to be science fiction, but when you compare the book with today's life, it's mind blowing. It really is. Book completed in his lifetime, 1984, centres on the consequences of totalitarianism, mass surveillance, and represents regimentation of person and social regimes, which is, like I say, is correct. Orwell himself, a democratic socialist, modelled the authoritarian government in the novel after Stalinist Russia. More broadly, the novel examines the role of the true facts within politics and the ways in which they are manipulated. So George Orwell. So that's the original book, George Orwell's book. So that's the original book, and it 1984, written. That's the first edition cover, by the way. That's the first edition cover. So yeah, it's a cracking book. It's a cracking read. It is also, the story takes place in imagined future, the year 1984, when much of the world has fallen victim to perpetual war and omnipresent government, surveillance, historical negotiations and propaganda. Great Britain, known as Airship One, has become a province of totalitarian separatist name Oceania that is ruled by the party who employ the thought police to prosecute individuality and independent thinking. Big Brother the leader, independent thinking. Big Brother the leader of the party enjoys intense cult personality despite the fact that he may not even exist. The protagonist, Winston Smith, is a diligent and skillful rank file worker, outer party member who secretly hates the party and dreams of rebellion. He enters into forbidden relationship with colleague Julia and starts to remember what life was like before the party came to power. Sounds a lot like Conservative Party, doesn't it? what's happening today. You know what I mean? It really does. You know what I mean? So before Party came to power, 1984 was become a classic literary example of political dystopian fiction. It is also popularised the term Orwellian and as an adjective, with many terms used in the novel entering common usage, including Big Brother, doublethink, thought police, thought crime, newspeak, memory hole, 2 plus 2 is 5, and paroles time, including on its 100 best English language novels from 1923 to 2000. It was placed on the Modern Library 100 best novels, reaching number 13 on the editor's list, number 6 on the reader's list. In 2003, the novel was listed number 8 the Big Read survey by the BBC. Parallels have been drawn between the novel subject matter and real life instances of totalitarianism, mass surveillance, and violation of freedom of expression, among other things. Now that is correct, is that in it? You know what I mean? We've gone into a pandemic over a year ago now, and look at us. What Boris is doing. I mean, he's been authoritarian, literally utopian and authoritarian, saying, no, I'm just going to keep extending. You're not going to get your freedom. We've got mass surveillance, and like I said, that makes the hairs on my neck stand up, because everything in this book, even our freedom of speech is being curtailed, literally. I mean, don't forget what happened in Scotland. If someone says something and they take umbrage over it, you can report them to police and they'll be arrested. Exactly what's happening in George Orwell's book 1984. Yeah, I mean, so even if you think wrong, you can get thought police onto you and things like that. And this is this is where Big Brother come into it and things like that. And mass surveillance. Well, we've definitely got mass surveillance. You know what I mean? But they don't like being filmed. If you point a camera at a copper or any police station, they don't like it. But the point is, they look at us all the time. We are being surveilled all the time. And believe you me, George Orwell, he's I know he's written it as fiction, but by God, I tell you something, it is slowly becoming truth in it. You know what I mean? What's next, Boris? Are you going to cancel? Yeah, are we going to have sex crimes and things like that? You know what I mean? Yeah, really? Yeah, I mean, so that's what I think. George Orwell. You know what I mean? When you compare his book to what's happening now, it does. It makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It really does, because a lot of that book and some of the truths in that book are ringing true today. It is absolutely amazing, especially in the UK. I don't know about around the world. I don't know about America or anything like that, but I know in the UK, he's been a dictator. He's been authoritarian, and he's been some kind of dictator. He's Boris Johnson. So I think, he could be the party who don't like thought police, basically. I'm telling you, and that's what it's becoming like. We are losing our, slowly but surely, we are losing our freedom. Freedom of speech is gone. More or less. There's not a lot what you can say, because if you do, you risk the fear of being arrested and put into prison for it. It's all wrong. People should be allowed to debate certain subjects, and also they should be allowed to criticise other people's subjects and things like that. I criticise religion all the time. I mean, it doesn't mean to say that I'm not respectful about it, because I am. I don't disrespect religion. I just don't believe in religion. I mean, so I will criticise. I will criticise BLM and things like that. But according to George Orwell's book, if you did that in his book, you would be arrested for a crime. It would become a thought crime, and definitely Big Brother's watching you. I've seen the film, I seen the original black and white film to this, and it's an eye opener. I don't exactly know if I followed it to the book or to the letter, but I tell you something. I, I've read the book first, and then I saw the film. It's very close. You know what I mean? It could happen, and it really could. You know, I think it says at the beginning of the film, this could happen. You know what I mean? Well, looks like George Orwell, when he wrote that in 1949, that book, looks like he was looking into towards 2021. Because I tell you, it's very scary, and that has scared me, knowing that surveillance has all come true, and everything like that. It's an eye opener. It blows your mind. It really does, and it's blown my mind as well. I do. There is a guy. I don't know if you'd be interested, but I'll 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 link it in here. There's a guy, and I'm on his own page now. It's called Steve Parks Audiobooks. That's what it's called, and that's what you want to go and go and look at this video channel, because he's got 1984 complete dramatised audiobooks, Steve Parker audiobooks. And it's a year ago. It's a long thing, but I tell you something. When you do what I've done and you start comparing that to today, it blows your mind. So that's his name. Steve Parker audiobooks. Go subscribe. Go and have a look at that. Go listen to it. It was Nate who pointed it out to me. It really was. And things like that. You know what I mean? And things like that. So yeah, you need to go. So like I said, I will link his yeah. I'm not going to link it in description, but what I will tell you is, if you go to Steve Parker audiobooks, go there, roll down to it, and it's all there. 1984. He's even got Alice in Wonderland and things like that. But 1984 is where Nate Saw dropped it onto me. I've listened to it. I've listened to half of it, and then I thought, well, I remember this. I really do. I've read the book, so I did a bit more research to give you a bit more of a background. But what I'm saying is, I've compared it. While I've been reading that, I'm thinking, well, this is happening today. This is really happening today. Well, we all know when CCTV first come in, don't we? It's been happening for a while, hasn't it? But our freedom of speech has been curtailed bit by bit by bit, like they did on 1984. Bit by bit, it became an authoritarian government. And that's what's happening today with Boris Johnson. He won't give up them temporary powers. He's always going to extend them temporary powers. He's always going to extend this step 4. He doesn't want us to have our freedom. It's as simple as that. And also, with Boris Johnson and that, he's not a very nice man. He doesn't care about us or businesses or all like that. All he cares about is himself. And if you think with Matt Hancock, leaving and resigning, the government planned it, basically. Boris hasn't sacked him. The force, Boris hasn't sacked him. But Boris comes out to save face. Oh, I sacked him, but he didn't. He resigned. He resigned because he had an affair. It's as simple as that. All ministers should resign. That's what he's done. But it were all planned. Everything were planned to be leaked out. It were all leaked out by the government. Matt Hancock deserves what he gets from now on, really. With the new Secretary of Health State, it's a poison chalice. because he'll have to do what Boris says. If he doesn't, he'll be out of a job. It's as simple as that. And that's dictatorship. You can't build, the United Kingdom shouldn't be run like that. Never have been until now, but Boris is becoming a dictator, and this is what people have got to understand. People say, oh no, you're talking rubbish. No, I'm not talking rubbish at all. George Orwell wasn't talking rubbish with his book 1984. It happened in the book. And people, it's happening now. Really now. This book is, basically, it's coming true. It really is. And it makes me mad. Really mad. Because people are letting this happen. People are saying to me, oh, well, you don't have to do any work, We can get free money. You don't get any free money from the government. Furlough ends 1st of July. What you don't understand is that's when furlough ends. People are going to be left without no money and things like that. And he's extended lockdown until July the 19th. Freedom Day, isn't it? But believe you me, come sometime round about the 14th or even the 13th of July, he's going to extend into August. Believe you me. So really, Boris Johnson doesn't care about any businesses or unemployment or any kind of mental health. He only cares about himself. And it's as simple as that. And it's all in the book of George Orwell. You know what I mean? Seems to me that George Orwell were looking towards the future. If that's the case, he's bang on. We are living in an authoritarian government at the moment. You know what I mean? There were a march for freedom in London. Wasn't even picked up by the BBC or ITV or any news media channel whatsoever. Alex Belfield, recorded some of it and shared it on his channel. It just goes to show that we are being fed crap, absolute rubbish. And Boris thinks the people of the United Kingdom are so stupid that they'll fall for it. Well, so far, we are people. It's time to wake up. We have to fight for our freedom and freedom of speech. And it's as simple as that. So, I know it's a science fiction book, but ain't it funny? What you read in the book is really happening today. That's what I can't get my hand over. It is really, really, really bad. And it really is. I honestly think it is bad. It is really, really bad. And things like that. But that's the way it goes, I suppose. People who voted for Boris Johnson they get what they deserve, basically. I didn't vote for him. I do vote, but I didn't vote for him. So, I'll leave it there. I'll let you digest all that and let you do your thing and think what you want to think and that. But when you compare George Orwell's book 1984 to the real world, it's very scary, isn't it? It really is very scary. And it's there. Trust me, it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It really does. So, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. It is free to subscribe. It always will be free to subscribe to my channel. So it's free to subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Hit all. That will let you know when I'm putting up another fantastic video. Also, please share the video to the usual suspects. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, your friends and your family, the universe, galaxy, even to the moon and back if you want. Please comment below, and I do try to reply to all comments eventually. And I thank you for watching this video until the end. Thank you very much. I hope you do like, so please like, subscribe, share and comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.